Hi, you guys. It's MJ from Alta Love. How are you? I am just appearing here to quickly share the intuitive insights around our specific signage, horoscope signage. You guys know I'm not an astrologer, I'm not a tarot reader. I have interest in those things, and I certainly do dabble in a little bit of YouTube video watching when it comes to this stuff. So I certainly have an alignment and an interest in it. However, it's not my area of expertise. If you don't know and are new to the channel, my name is MJ, and I'm an author and a life coach, specifically to do with spiritual awakening and emotional awareness. Not specifically healing emotional trauma, but increasing emotional awareness to become more aware as a whole. Which, surprisingly, as somebody who's just kind of always had this awareness and followed her heart and blah blah blah, I'm realizing in the world as it is, like that's actually quite a radical way to be, and humanity aren't indoctrinated or trained to be like that, and it's almost as if we've really, as a collective, lost our way from the heart. So a bunch of us are here to kind of remind one another that the heart and each other is where it's at, basically. So water signs for May. This feels like actually a really, really big month for transformation. The water signs, I'm just hearing they've been flowing, and like depending on it's a funny one. I'm getting a vision of like a stream that's kind of like overflowing a bit and then leaking out, but in all the different directions. And remembering that that can become like quite a powerful like rush of water, and then it eventually it bursts over the seams, right? And the idea there is that when it bursts over the seams, it starts to slow down the torrent, as it were. It starts to, or the current, it starts to, yeah, just slow things down a little bit. And that could just be it. So for the water signs, there's just um a real energy here of slowing everything right down, clearing everything out. Yeah, so like washing away the stuff that's not working anymore, kind of thing. There seems to be like a lot of noise for some of you, a lot of unnecessary clutter, which can be both yours and other, like as in people putting too much on you, and also you putting too much on other people. This could be like gossip stuff or just complaining about stuff, and then um looping around, so it could be that we've just got like too many, what's that expression, like we're spinning too many plates, right? One is bound to crash at some point. And then like that's what I'm kind of getting is like a lot of times the best thing we can do is just like, again, step back and hold space and watch. It's not necessarily our job to like go in and fix everything for other people. That's definitely not our job. So for some people in the collective, what they might be aware of is whether they're in this water energy or they're the observer of water energy in your life. What you might observe are some of the plates just falling. And remember that all this falling plates and shakeups and breakups and a lot of this intensity of energy shifting. Yesterday was a pretty deep, dark, heavy day. And a lot of this energy shifting is, again, it's powerful past patterning energy. It's powerful into like in our bodies, past energy. So the conflicts that we're on top of now are energetically created muchly from the past. And And ultimately, so what I'm hearing for a lot of the water signs here is that a lot of this stuff, i.e., like having to drop some plates, is actually about your ability to clean the water and then like streamline it. So the truth of it is that if we're spinning too many plates or if we're not in our power in our center, the universe will kind of cajole us about. And I feel that intuitively that's just what's happening for some. It's spreading out. It's like losing control, trying to pull it all together, but in so trying to like pull it all together, you're being pulled apart. And at some point it breaks, right? So sorry, water sides, but I'm not sorry. This is just like it all ebbs and flows for all the signs. It's like a continual journey, right? So, and the truth is, anything that we say for any of the signs could be relevant to any of us because most of us have all four elements in our chart. Well, we do, right? That's part of being a human on this planet. So, a real shedding happening, whether it's you choosing to let go of certain things or plates that you're spinning just drop. That's again, and it might feel shocking or whatever, but it's for the best. And it ultimately as well, what many of us are being guided into is like the choices that we need to make for the highest good of all, the choices that we need to make that benefit our own personal highest potential in that unfolding. So the stuff that's like pulling you or shattering you or breaking you, it has to break you. Otherwise, the water will never change its course. The tree has to come down, a rock has to get put in a place, or a dam, for example, has to be built in order to redirect the water. And it seems to be that instead of getting all freaked out that the water's going on all these different directions, just allow it and trust that eventually the water will come back into that same stream, which is you. But often, if we've split ourselves up and are spinning all these plates of trying to please all these different aspects, which not all are in alignment with where you're going in your highest vision, then the stuff that's pulling you or distracting you or whatever, that's all gonna be taken away. But again, none of this stuff is as potent and scary as what we've certainly for a lot of us, what we've been through. So I think it's like that Uranus and Aries energy where like we've been like completely destroyed. And now things are still there's the challenges, but not quite the same powerful intensity of like betrayal and manipulation. So I hope that that was useful to you guys, the water signs. I love you loads, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Don't forget to share, subscribe, give her a like if you enjoyed that as well. Peace out, you guys.